Yo, is Xeno XP. We are back with another live stream. This time we're doing some more Beast of Reincarnation. Let me just bring up the other chats. Hey there. Alright. Why did it do that? Hold on. Hey, Blade, how's it going, bro? There we go. Alright, so what I want to do...
What have you got there, Ku?
Thank you.
Do you have something?
Alright, I think... There we go. Abandoned village. Okay.
There's an enemy here, Ku.
There's an enemy here, Ku. Alright, so... I found out... I think I said this yesterday. I found out there is an English... dialogue. So anyway, we're using that today because I want to kind of see what the story's like myself.
Ku, there's an enemy.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of annoying if she keeps saying that. Look at the hair suspended in frickin' in the air, bruv.
There's an enemy here, Ku.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna get annoying. There's an enemy here, Ku. 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 Ku, did you know? There's an enemy. Hello, Baba. Okay, I'll just do this first. Oh, hold on. What's that? When told to run and fight alone? Lay landmine. Alright. Yeah, I'm not too sure how. Oh, here we go.
Let's do this, Ku.
It's because I was trying to figure out that new move. That was stupid. Miko. I just need to work on the parries.
Let's do this, Ku.
I mean, I still don't mind the game. It's all right. But I thought, like, I've seen other people playing this game, and they were like, some of them are like, oh my god, this is like a pretty good game, and then some of them are like, okay, kind of burnt out on it. I understand why some people would be burnt out on it, because there's a lot of things that are samey. But that's why I'm gonna see how it goes today.
Remember to use Ku skills too. Ku.
Oh, I thought I dodged it in time. So, I'm starting to figure out that there's also
Let's
a lot
do this,
more to
Ku.
the staggering a little bit.
There's an enemy here, Ku.
Because people are like, oh, you have to parry. Yeah, parrying helps. But I think sometimes you have to parry and then hit them. And that builds up the bar quicker. That's from what I am understanding. This kind of reminds me of playing Fight Night Round 2. Where I used to like...
Remember to use Ku skills too. Ku. Remember to use Ku skills too.
I think it's kind of annoying that she keeps saying, remember to use Ku skill. Remember to use Ku skill. I get that I'm autistic. But I do know, I see in the bottom right... Okay, I'm joking. I'm taking the piss out of, like... Like, come on, man. I don't want to hear that all the time, you know what I mean? Okay, so there's some down there. Oh, I think we saw that before. But yeah, let's have a look. I think I know what... I think I can see what these guys tried to make. Like, the thing is, like, this is a decent game, but I think the main issue...
Ku, there's an enemy.
I think the main issue with the game... Like, yeah, the textures don't look that great, but, I mean, again, I'm not really expecting a great game from these guys. Let me... Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, like I said, I'm not expecting like a big, massive, like, oh my god, this is gonna be the greatest game ever. Because I kinda figured that, you know, so I'm just trying to work out. Yeah, I might have to get that.
Four enemies. We're badly outnumbered. Be cautious, Ku.
Oh. I forgot. I should have rested. I didn't rest.
Let's do this, Ku.
So I basically had the same amount of health. I didn't time that right. I did not time that right.
Let's do this, Ku. Four enemies. Ku, we can't allow ourselves to get surrounded. Ku.
But I mean, like I said before, like, I think the game's not as bad as what people make out it was. Alright, sorry about that. Don't know why the chat didn't update. How's it going, Chaya? Right, take it easy. Tired today, Blade? Tired, eh? Yeah, I had to pull it. I had to sleep earlier because the freaking kitten woke me up late. Early. Oh wait, is it down? What's it about? That's the thing, I'm not entirely sure either. From what I understand, it's basically, so the world is basically full of blight, or this is just my guess. Let me see if there's...
There's an enemy here.
So basically we're playing as Emma, and she is supposed to be taking care of the blight by taking out the beasts. That's just from what I can tell. I don't, like... That's the thing, because it was in Japanese yesterday, I couldn't really understand anything. I mean, yeah, there's subtitles, but bro, like... reading and playing, like, I don't know, it just overwhelms me. Right, so let me... Yeah, it kind of seems like more of like The Last of Us kind of thing. Because if you have a look at the wolf's tail and her hair, they have this weird growth that is happening. I'm just trying to figure out. How do I get over there? They've already passed on. They're dead. I don't... some people say, oh, the amount of, like, the fact that there's no hand-holding in this game is good, but I'm gonna be honest.
There's an enemy here.
Stellar Blade is probably... Okay, now I'm gonna get into a territory where I've said before, comparison is the thief of joy. Now, sometimes, I do have to admit, some people use this as a way of basically saying, well...
Looks like you're in. Although I doubt my readings will prove much use. The entire place appears to be in ruins. You'll have to survey the area the old-fashioned way, with your eyes and ears.
Understood.
I think sometimes saying comparison is the thief of joy I don't know, I think in a way it's a cope. But at the same time, it's like you shouldn't really compare every game to a different game anyway. Because it is different.
It won't open.
So I've only got
The
two of the keys.
Nushi resides beyond this point. Surely you don't intend on facing it.
It is my duty.
I feel the blight writhing within me. You must be a purifier.
Let us pass.
It's not that simple. The gate requires 3 keys to open. Red, blue, and yellow. Each held by a different owner. I possess the red key, which you can have.
I already have the yellow, so I only need the blue.
Find the other 2 and return once you have them.
Where are the other keys?
The blue one is with a nearby watchman. You'll find him in his lookout shack. A golem in Tailwater Village has the yellow one.
I'm kind of regretting...
I'm unfortunately in no state to help, as you can tell. It's shameful, really.
I can handle it.
Wait. I would be remiss if I did not help in whatever small way I can.
Oh my gosh! This is terrible!
Take that sword there.
I'm regretting putting this in English. This is boring.
A sword? It will surely help us in
Firing,
the fierce battles
sorry.
ahead. Accept his gift, Emma.
Gladly.
What is this? I think I should put it back in Japanese. Guys, I might put it back in Japanese. I'm not even joking. Guy, give me a second. I'm gonna put this back in Japanese. How do I put it back in Japanese? How do I put this back in Japanese? Don't tell me I have to go. In Japanese, it actually sounds better in Japanese. Yeah, no, that's lame. Yeah, I see why people are saying that. Okay. This game and Crimson Desert are near enough on the same level as that they both have boring characters. Guys, can we stop making games with monotone characters? No one can do them properly. And I'm not trying to be funny, that we've already got an example of a good monotone character that does it better. It's called Geralt. This game has been out. The Witcher games have been out for years. How do we not do this? Like, I'm so... I get that this would have been a smaller team, but they should have charged a lot less money for this.
You're acting strange.
It's the blue key.
Oh, I thought I had the second key, it doesn't matter.
Cool. There's an enemy. Cool. Did you find something out of the ordinary?
I ain't going all the way down there. How am I finding the game? This is what I'm gonna say. I think the game is good. However, I think I see why people are mixed. There is no emotion for any of the characters. They're very... If you play this in English, I feel bad for you. You should use the Japanese voiceover. It's at least a little bit better. I don't know about the story yet. I'm dead. Lovely. Sorry, I was also trying to gather my train of thought at the same time.
Let's do this, Ku.
I think the world is interesting.
Ku, there's an enemy.
But yeah, what you're gonna find with this game,
Enemies.
I would say, is God damn it. Detected elite enemy? Where? I'm actually surprised we can go this way. Okay, welcome in ×2. But yeah, I mean, I would say this. It should be cheaper than this game should really be cheaper than Stellar Blade. It's kind of like Stellar Blade, but without the Guna stuff. If you wanna really take it there, I would say Stellar Blade definitely has a more interesting approach, and that was a star.
Remember to use Ku skills too.
Hello, Bubba. Maybe they give the game loads of updates like what Crimson Desert got. Okay, so there was something I read up on, I found out from actually watching Angry Joe, because they tend to get the news quicker than I can. So, it turns out they're doing they're gonna start doing updates from next week to make the story a bit more cohesive, apparently, and changes to like the pacing
There's
of
an
the
enemy
story.
here, Ku.
So I think that might be for the best. I think you're right about that. They might need to do some changes. I think this game has got a good idea, but I think the execution wasn't as good as it could have been.
Are you tired?
Think they will. Is their only game besides Pokemon? Yeah. That's the other thing as well. I mean, apparently there was a small team behind this. I don't think it got funded much. But the thing is, as I keep saying to you guys, it's not about it. I don't look at funding, and I don't really look at funding as a way of, oh, it's gonna be even better. Phantom Blade 0 pre-order to be open on August 11th. And will be next week. Yeah, I figured that. I think, like I said, I think that this game is fine. It's good, but do I think it's worth the price? Probably not. Because Stellar Blade is not that expensive, and but again, I'm not trying to compare I'm not trying to compare both of those games because it's kind of unfair in a way. But it does seem like they took inspiration from Nier and Stellar Blade. Some people say Sekiro, but I can't really see. I don't really see the Sekiro in this game, like some people. I just personally think that it's like Princess Mononoke anime movie. I've never seen that anime, so I don't know. But yeah, see, Phantom Blade comes out in September. I kind of need to calm down on spending. I don't know how the frick to get up there. Wait. Now that was sick. Stellar Blade Blood Rain music video with AI.
There's an enemy.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't think I've seen that.
Go.
That's a 17% chance.
You're acting strange.
Yeah, like I said, I've never really seen that, so I can't really comment on it. Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's not so much about it being a mistake, did you unlock some items and weapons? Some of them, yeah. Let me see if I can... I can't remember... No. Is there a way to get in there? Oh, I see. Didn't go down well with fans saying it's AI slop. Sorry. With AI photo? Oh, the new Stellar Blade. I personally don't care about it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care if they use AI for pictures. As long as, like, the game is made. Concept art was likely 100% AI. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna tell you guys something. Right? If was using a poor model, I don't really care either way. It's a bloody photo. If people say that, oh, using AI for concept art is stupid, I'm gonna be honest. No one knows what concept art even is. Bro, concept art is just an idea. If you want to get an idea, I think going to AI for pictures is fine. Hot take. But concept art isn't really... How do I put this? Concept art is usually just drawings of ideas of characters, of, you know, it's a collection of ideas of, like I said, characters, environments, enemies, pretty much the same thing as characters. You know, again, they're concepts. And a lot of the time, if anything, 99% of the time, they're not even used in games. The reason why I say about 99% is because anytime you do, go and ask anyone who does concept art. I can almost guarantee you their first concept art of that game never really actually gets shown in the game. Because that is a concept, it's an idea, and they end up iterating on those ideas and being like, okay, this isn't bad. Maybe if we change it here, if we change it there. That's the point of concept art. Paying someone to draw something for concept art is stupid. Because I'm not trying to be funny. In a way, you're kind. I'm sorry to tell you guys, you're kind of wasting that artist's time. That artist could have been doing something else with their art, rather than trying to iterate on the same things. And, you know, those concept artists might be able to do something decent with AI. Yeah, it's a waste of money. Like, people don't understand how much do you think it costs to actually, like, pay someone for concept art? How much do you guys think it costs? Just the idea before the final product or drawings, yeah. And even the drawings are ridiculous. Character concept art generally falls between $200 and $1,500 per character. Basic sketches range from $50 to $300 per piece, while detailed polished concepts cost between $500 and $1,500 per asset, but that could be, you know, the environment, but the characters cost a lot more. For freelancers, so $200 and $1,500 per character for freelancers, and $1,500 to $4,000 for AAA quality work. Environment concepts are more expensive. Oh, here we go, ranging from $300 to $2,000 for standard scenes, up to $1,500 to $5,000 for cinematic, highly detailed environments. So AAA titles can exceed $50,000 to $100,000 just for concept art. And by the way, concept art, like I just said, doesn't actually represent the final product of the game. So you're kind of wasting $50,000 to $100,000. This is just based on AAA. So for an ordinary indie studio, think about how much that is. You've already put $50,000 to $100,000 down the drain just based on concept art. That could have been used to go in towards like textures, gameplay, story, writing. I don't care if they use AI for concept art because you don't see it. You actually don't see it. The only time that you'll actually see like the final drawings and stuff like that is if they do a thing where they say, okay, if you buy this extra thing, we'll give you some of the concept arts that we've done for the game. And that's only for some games. Not every game does that. The final product that I get. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same. I was against AI. Okay, so here's my take. I'm against AI if the product is lazy and it sucks. There you go. If it sucks, uninspired, and it's just complete slop, I don't care. I mean, that's where I will care. Might see the concept on the bonus disc. Yeah, exactly.
Remember to use
No, I messed up.
Let's do this, Ku.
But yeah, you might see the concept art on a bonus disc or like, you know, if you pre-order a game or whatever. Or making of. Maybe, but you're most likely able to see it if the developers do like a.
Remember to use Ku's skills too.
Got it. Careful, Papa.
So, you found me. The yellow key is in my possession. Take it. Succeed where I could not. I failed. I failed everyone.
That's the first emotion I've ever seen in
Another
this game
soul
so far.
lost. May he finally be free from his guilt. He still grips the yellow key tightly in hand. Looks like we've obtained all the keys.
Kagura's woken up. Return to the walker.
I know I can fast travel.
Remember, Emma, you're the sealer. You absorb the blight from any Nushi you defeat. In doing so, you might also end up absorbing their memories. The powers they bestow should prove useful in battle. Try to keep that in mind.
Alright, let's go.
There's an enemy here. Cool. Cool. There's an enemy.
Yo, Nesta, how's it going, bro? This game looks nice. It looks alright. Not the best looking game, but I don't really care about that. How is it? I'd say it's pretty good. It's definitely fun to play. I've definitely had the blast playing it for about roughly
Did you find something?
4 hours now. I can't believe I did that. Sounds like Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is a lot different. I'd say Wuthering Waves' story is a lot better than this one. But God damn it. Somebody said the same yesterday. Wait, they did? Yeah, but the thing is, Wuthering Waves' story is a lot better. Like, it's not even close.
There's so much.
No, I said it's got some turn-based elements. I'll show you in a minute. like this.
Cool.
That's what I mean by it's not turn-based.
They're everywhere.
Goodbye.
Cool. There's an enemy.
An elite enemy? Where? What? I even used the parry button. Oh, I don't know. Wait, where did the... Oh,
Let's do this, Cool.
Miko's over there.
There's an enemy here, Cool.
I don't care if there's an enemy there. Just stop saying it, man.
Cool. There's an enemy.
I kind of just want to level up at this point, so I can... What's up with the trees boosting you up? That's her ability. Don't think so somehow. Almost like Crimson Desert elemental stuff. Yeah, some of the animations are actually really good. Like I said, this game is pretty good, but what's the plot? God damn it. My bad. I wasn't locked in.
Let's do this, Ku.
So the plot, as far as I'm aware of, do you know what? Let me see if I can. My brother is hilarious. Can we get a McDonald's? Alright. Let me see if I can get a summary of Beast of Reincarnation takes place 2,000 years in the future in the year 4026 before the 50 series came out. And I'm joking. Within a post-apocalyptic Japan devastated by a biological anomaly known as the Blight. The Blight infects living organisms, forcing plants to rapidly sprout from their flesh and mutating animals into aggressive corrupted monsters called Melfats to escape death. Much of humanity transferred their souls into immortal machine bodies called golems. However, over centuries these mechanical souls degraded, causing golems to lose their sanity and go rogue. There you go. How's it going, warriors? We're playing Beast of Reincarnation. And the music, I would say, is more similar to fuck. It's more similar to Stellar Blade or Nier, if you've never played that game. Is very similar to those games. I wouldn't even say it's similar to Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves music is a lot. I wouldn't say it's like that much different, but I'd say it's very distinct. You never played any of those games? You've seen me play Stellar Blade though.
What have you got there, Ku?
Now that was sick. Kinda as a novice type combat, no? Nah, not really. Nier Automata music was amazing, it was. I agree. Nier is like... Man, that game's just sick. That game is just too good. But I'd say that this is more along the lines of Nier and Stellar Blade and Sekiro and all of that. I ain't gonna be able to get up there. Actually, I might as well try and level up.
There's an enemy here. Cool.
Stellar Blade 2 looks great. I think Stellar Blade 2 is going to be good.
You're acting strange.
You lot are nuts. Ugh. Trying to make me do extra work, that wasn't my job. Oh, dude, I remember. This is why I hated doing freelance. Oh, I thought I deflected it. Never mind.
Let's do this, Ku.
It's normal. The way they see it is kind of dumb.
Ku. There's an enemy here. Ku. Ku. There's an enemy.
Oh wait. Goodbye.
Do you have something?
That was annoying. Goodbye. So, my guess is most of humanity has tried to turn themselves into a robot. Well, what they call a golem. That didn't go well, so...
Is there anyone there?
Behold the vista that greets us. For me, it represents our resilience. It fades, yet resists the encroaching darkness. And yet, the Nushi has already broken through. Are we gazing into the maw of extinction? I always believed that one day humanity would return to our mortal shells. You appear to have retained your sanity. Is there something you wish to ask? I'll answer while I still can.
Any idea where I can find some weapons?
By the riverside lies a tower. Climb to the top and you shall find one of our blades. It's light and easy to handle. I expect it'll allow you to attack swiftly. We believed those malefacts deserved nothing but a fiery end. Hence our stockpile of fire arrows. If you want to craft some yourself, there should be a manual somewhere around here. Find it, and it's yours.
Well, it makes sense, right? They're not affected by roots. That's true. Really? Arrow to the knee then. Does it say what went wrong? Basically, they went insane. They lost their sanity. That's why a lot of these guys, they sound so dead. But it's like it's trying to retell the story of like Nier, but trying to blend it in with Last of Us. Like I said, I think, in my honest opinion, like the combat is pretty decent, but I think the story could be a little bit better. What the... I don't even think just the story could be better. I think it's the dialogue. That explains why the monotone tone. Yeah, like I said, I think people should move away from this idea of monotone games. They're very hard to make. They're very, very, very difficult to make. I don't know why they decided for a game... For the game that they want to break out of, like, Pokemon with, they chose something monotone. I think it's kind of stupid.
There's an enemy here, Ku.
Remember to use Ku's skills too.
Clear water, free from the blight. With this water, Ogochi will prosper. It would make...
Creativity is a big issue. Also, let's be more unique instead of mixing up different games into one. I'm sorry to say, but... That's like saying... Can we create a new genre of music? Every, like, type of music, every type of media that we all consume is... It kind of... It... Forget about being unique. You can still be unique by also mixing up different games into one. Because, for example, there's a game called Wicked Seed. And it combines two games into one. And it's actually really good. It's actually pretty good. And for the price as well. Yeah, everything is influenced by something. It's how you make it your own. That's what matters. Yeah, that's true. Crimson Desert was far. I'm sorry. That's not a great example. Crimson Desert story is shit. I'm sorry. Crimson Desert story is bad. There's no way to chop that up. I'm doing good, Eternal. How's it going for you, man? The good thing about Crimson Desert was the fact that they've been updating the game since. And they're constantly making updates to improve the game. There's a lot of things in the game that they could have done a lot better with. Many stories are shit. The gameplay, dude, that's not even true. That's not even true. When I mean Crimson Desert story was bad, it was bad. Meaning, it was one of the worst stories I've ever seen in gaming. It was literally without spoiling too much, some people might not even know what I'm talking about here anyway. They literally, the last boss was literally an iteration of DMC1. And by the way, DMC1 done it superior. It was done so far better, and it was done in the 90s, bro. It was done in the 90s or 2000s. Let me just double check. "2001", sorry. Well, I mean, it was technically, it began in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. Still. There's some parts of even Crimson Desert where I'm just like... I'm not saying Crimson Desert was bad. I'm saying Crimson Desert story was dog shit. It was mixed. There were launch issues, and like I said, like the controls were bad, the story was bad, the gameplay was okay, but I mean, again, when you get into like the late game and when you actually complete the game, I'm sorry to say, they give you a fucking dragon that you can only use for 15 minutes, and it has an hour cooldown. Like, I'm sorry, but Resident Evil Requiem is Game of the Year. By far, better than Crimson Desert, not even close. Not even close. I will go back to Crimson Desert when they've actually fixed up the story, and I'll see if it's any better. If it is, then I'll rate it differently. But as of right now, it's not even Game of the Year. Not even. People that say it's Game of the Year hasn't played Resident Evil Requiem. Requiem, it's not even on the same... Was being rehashed? Yeah. Extremely disappointing? How? It was good. It was not only good, it was great. That is a hot take if I've ever seen one. And by the way, even though I didn't play all of the Resident Evil games, I've been watching people play Resident Evil. They tried to please both fan types, and that's what went wrong. No, that's what they did right. I'm sorry, the people that say that have no clue how the characters work, bro. The action side and the more horror side. You need to understand how the characters are.
I love it there too.
How can you have horror for a guy that has been dealing with BOWs since... Bro, you can't have horror with Leon Kennedy or Chris. We didn't get enough of any. Bro, there was a right amount. I don't know what you're on about. Dude, you can't have horror with Leon Kennedy or Chris. It's so stupid. You can't. You just can't. Anyone that says otherwise, bro, you can't. They had their day when it was horror. Resident Evil 2. When someone's been at it time and time and time. Bro, you're talking about a game that was old. Think about it for a minute. Leon Kennedy has been doing this. But, bro, him going back to that game or that place, do you really think... Bro, that's his life. That's his life. You really think he's gonna be like, oh my god, there's a big person. Oh, it's a big zombie. I don't know how to take care of it. Bro, he's been dealing with Mr. X, freaking other BOWs, time and time again. Do you expect he's gonna be, oh, he's gonna be so scared? No! He is, in fact, him, Chris, Jill, and some of the other OG characters, bro, they are superhuman. No one can survive. An ordinary human being does not survive in their circumstances. Go and look it up. Bro, it's not even close. You can't do a horror game with someone that freaking kicks the crap out of every BOW that they've ever been up against. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like putting Dante up against freaking I don't even know what. It's like putting Dante into Resident Evil and saying that he's gonna be scared of every single beast there. No, he will have fun with them. He'll style on them. He'll kick their ass so bad. Even Wesker's, bro. Wesker would look at Dante and run away. Like, come on, bruv. I played them all multiple times. I know the story. If you know the story, you know for a fact they can't do horror with Leon Kennedy, bro. If you want. They brought back Leon Kennedy because people like Leon Kennedy. How else were they supposed to appease the fans that like Leon Kennedy? Oh yeah, we're gonna stick him in another horror. Bro, he's been in. That's his life. Like it's like saying. No, the Warriors is entitled to his opinion, but you have to know the fact. Like saying that. It shouldn't be an action / horror. Like, they blended it so well between the two because they introduced a new character, which, by the way, they had to. They had to. Every other character has been through. They've already been through it. Grace is a new person. She's only been in the office, and it makes sense that she was gonna struggle with getting through the game. And she did. It was only because Leon basically freaking, Leon carried her and he was ill. He was dying. Now, Requiem did have a great story. It makes a lot of sense. It's just that a lot of people that I've seen true Resident Evil people, like players, also liking the game. I didn't hate the game, I just didn't like the two character stuff. Me wanting more story from either. Yeah, but that's the thing. You gotta remember, they had to do it like that. It makes sense for that to happen. Deserves Game of the Year, 100%. It's literally one, bro. Like I said, they blended it so well between. Put it this way, it was so good that even though I've only watched Resident Evil games and kind of playing them, yeah, I think it is getting a DLC. Bro, that was actually the first Resident Evil game that I actually tried because, if I'm honest, I do like Resident Evil, but sometimes the games are a bit too intense for me. Requiem was still quite intense for me. I had to get my brother to play it on stream with me. And like I said, you can't. If you're bringing back Chris, or even Leon, or even Jill, it doesn't matter. Any of the OG characters, none of them are gonna like. I think Resident Evil Code Veronica remake is gonna do pretty well. Because the thing is, again, those were the horror days because those guys, that was the way you have to see Resident Evil is like this. Unless you have been in the field for X amount of time, like Hunk, like Chris, like Jill, like even Claire, like some of the OG characters, you can't really bring those characters back. And those characters, I'm sorry to say, carry the Resident Evil universe. He kept telling you to relax because you kept getting... But, like, it's like I said, horror games, I'm always on edge. I'm always on edge with horror games. But anyway, that's the point that I'm making. So when they bring back, say for example, Leon and all of these other OG characters, they do have to bring in the element of action, because I mean, again, like I've been trying to think how they could really make it scary for you know, Leon or even Chris, and you know, they aren't capable. It's not that. It's mainly how the map is laid. Dude, it's not about... I'm not talking about how capable they are. I'm talking about... that's their job. Right? They're not gonna be scared. Even the layout, they're gonna end up doing things that are, you know... I mean, look at Resident Evil 4, for example. That's why you don't waste all the ammo. Dude, Leon Kennedy, why does he care about wasting resources when he can just use his axe? And by the way, are we forgetting the fact that he can parry a freaking rocket? Bro, he can parry almost everything. They've introduced... What was that woman that was on the phone to him? She's technically immortal. She doesn't even... like, Jill doesn't age because of the virus. It's not Rebecca. Who is it? Sherry. Sherry's got the G virus in her, and she can basically heal herself from nothing. Like, they're superhuman. How would you put superhuman into a game of resource management? Especially if Leon can just kill them. You do realize Leon is literally one of the top hand-to-hand specialists in all of Resident Evil. And so it's going to be like, it's going to be Chris, actually. No. Sorry. Chris is much stronger, but when it comes to hand-to-hand combat and strategy, that goes to Leon. I'm sorry. I'm sure everyone is infected by now. To some extent, yeah. Did that fat doctor guy survive? Are you on about Dr. Gideon? Dude, the baby girl survived. Because they got Elpis. And no, he didn't. He died. Leon killed him with a fucking axe, dude. And this is what I'm saying. Like, bro, you can't do survival horror with a guy who's basically he's superior in so many different ways. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? She did turn into the big monster, but they ended up saving her. because they had Elpis. Elpis was the thing to cure him. No, he was Nemesis, Blade. Dr. Gideon was a form of Nemesis. In fact, he was actually stronger than the original Nemesis. Now, some people are going to be like, that's not even true. The OG Nemesis would absolutely wreck Dr. Gideon, and it's not even true. Let me see. Oh, wait, hold on. 0, 8, 1, 1, 0. You don't remember? That's right, man. And hard to follow, don't worry. Some of it is, but some of it actually isn't. I would say Resident Evil 7 and 8 were kind of a bit weird because they went along the lines of like the they went along the lines of supernatural stuff, magic and all of that. I'd say yeah, that was kind of weird.
At this campsite.
Have that issue. I mean, the thing is, like, it's fine because it makes the game interesting. And like I said, like the thing that people have to remember, and when you play Resident Evil, despite but the game, the Resident Evil 2, dude, that was a long time ago, and what you gotta remember is, give me a second. When does Resident See, that takes place in September 1999, right? Let's have a look at Requiem. 2026. So, Leon has been dealing with BOWs, zombies, and pretty much everything for over 28 years. Alright, I'm gonna play this, but it's gonna have no audio because I'm probably gonna get copyright for it. Actually, is there a point if I I don't really give a shit. Give me a minute. This is the same guy that you want to have, or these are the same guys that you want to have a. Yeah. Try and make a game based around those characters. And you want to have resource management. I mean, that doesn't really make a survival horror game. What makes a survival horror game is when you play as Grace. When you actually have to conserve everything because she doesn't have the physical capabilities of being able to like, for example, you saw the Big Chef. We all know as a fact that she ain't gonna be able to overpower no Big Chef guy. Chris and Leon could. This is the point I'm making. And do you know what? We'll watch this one. Sorry. I'm gonna go back. Because I'm gonna prove something here. Normal human being would have been dead by now. Ribs shattered. Dead. Wouldn't have been... If that was Grace, she would have died already. Being hit like that, and you really think like these guys are like some normal human beings? Bro, of course they're not normal human beings, bro. Like, Leon in Resident Evil Requiem is like 50. And he's taking punches from Mr. X. And again, we wanna go into you know. Sorry, the chat didn't I don't think it's 28 years of... I mean, it actually could be. And we're not talking about Resident Evil 2 and 3 because, again, like, that's years ago. Years ago. And again, the Warriors. Forget about shooting things. Chris and Leon can go hand to hand with tyrants, bro. And I'm sorry to say, but Wesker's superior to fucking any of these tyrants, even the zombies. This is a movie, by the way, yeah. And Chris was able to go hand to hand with Wesker. Should have been more action. Oh my god. The Warriors. No. You see, this tells me you don't know anything about Resident Evil. And this is coming from someone who only watches people playing the game. No. That's not how Resident Evil works. Real life, yes. I would agree. In real life, yes, that's how it would work. That doesn't apply to any of these characters because, again, some of them have been in contact. It's a joke. I understand why they're strong. Well, the thing is, some people don't actually know why they're strong. They're strong for different reasons. Like, for example, Krauser, Resident Evil 4, sorry, yeah? Krauser is actually said to be one of the strongest, one of the best close quarter combat people in all of Resident Evil, and Leon was able to literally beat him. Chris might be strong, but he wouldn't have beaten Krauser in close quarter combat. But that's not what we're arguing. What we're arguing is it doesn't make sense to put these guys in a survival horror type situation because these guys have been doing this day in, day out. It's their job. It's like saying to a boxer that they would end up losing to an amateur boxer because for whatever fucking reason, I don't know. It like I said, the problem is over time they would adapt. They would become so they'll become too good at this. It's like it's second nature. All of this, all of what they're going off of, is literally muscle memory. So all of the beasts that they're going up against, they've already seen so much crap that it wouldn't anything new. It wouldn't even surprise them anymore. Leon eats tyrants for breakfast. Exactly. You can't do survival horror around that type of character. It's very, very difficult. Because I understand what you're saying about the resource management side of it. But at the same time, it's like you kind of have to also write that around the character. Why you have to question why would they be in that situation? And your explanation of why they should be in a survival horror kind of environment is because they should watch how much ammo they're wasting. Why would that matter if Leon can freaking kick the crap out of any zombie? Why would that matter if Chris can literally punch a boulder? Why would that matter if these guys can go toe to toe with a tyrant and still come out on top, even without ammunition? You know, you got to ask yourself these questions, and the more questions that you ask yourself, the more you actually think, you know what? You can't. Since he first appeared, that's why he's strong. I think there's a little bit more to it than that. I believe that the viruses definitely affected his abilities, just like everyone else. Like I said, with Sherry having the G virus and Jill also being infected as well. She's managed to keep her appearance. Chris and Leon have basically aged the most, but I think that's more of a design choice than it is a virus thing. But obviously with Resident Evil Requiem, that's why he doesn't die by getting hit. He would have been. Well, it's not just that though. It's not just being hit. You got to remember as well, they're kind of the virus could be playing a part, but at the same time, it's like they're used to it as well, and that's another thing. The body. What's the best way to put it? When we look at the body in real life, the body does become like somewhat resilient to taking certain hits. Now, I'm not saying to this extent. This extent would be stupid for anyone to take. Kind of like Matrix. I just think that the Resident Evil universe is just similar to Devil May Cry in the sense that humans are... Oh, what's the way of explaining it? Leon's been infected by 3 viruses. I think it's 2. So he got the T virus. Then there was the last Plagueis. Did he get infected in 6? Because that's the one that I don't actually know about. How many viruses did Leon. Oh, it was 3. Oh, Death Island. Okay, so that okay. That's the one I was unsure of. So it was 3. So Death Island is the 3rd virus that he got infected by. But the T virus is different. Although he was not bitten in canonical cutscenes, he was in close proximity to the virus in the city's sewers and water supply. Yeah, that makes sense. And his natural resistance allowed him to survive the initial exposure without turning into a zombie. There you go. Then Resident Evil 4, he was cured of that thing, but you just don't know what can happen with all of these viruses being infected into your body. And then obviously Elpis, I mean, let's be honest. When you look at, I don't want to spoil. I mean, the game's been out for a while. I'm not gonna spoil it anyway. But anyway, here's the thing. I kind of already spoiled it. When he gets Elpis, we don't know what that thing does. So it's like he could be even stronger now, even though he's 50. But I think Resident Evil, I think Capcom is gonna move away from the OG characters at some point because they will have to, because they're starting to get older. Even though they do age, I think they might have to play into the supernatural side of things if they want to keep like Leon or Chris, Jill. I think Sherry will keep going for a long time because again, she's been infected for a while, and we haven't even heard from Jake Wesker either yet. And again, Jake Wesker is the son of Albert Wesker, and if you introduce him into a game, I'm sorry to say, you can't have survival horror. That would be like putting Albert Wesker inside of, I don't know, a Jason film and expecting him to be scared of Jason. Why would Wesker be scared of Jason? He's arrogant, he's powerful, he's quick, and bro, like, you can't get a horror, you can't get the aspect of horror, sorry, from characters who are just too powerful. Like, not even just too powerful. And again, I'm not talking about capabilities here. I'm talking about they've been doing it for a while. So again, like, it's not gonna phase them. It's like the more you keep throwing stuff at someone, they're not gonna be phased by it. Where can you watch this movie? That's a good question. You can buy it from Voodoo. I think it's on Netflix as well. Yeah, these movies are literally the best ones. To be fair, I don't think I should have been showing that, but still. But anyway, like I said, if these are the if that's the only thing that you have against like the Resident Evil, like the fact that they try to do 2 different parts, I'm sorry, but that's not a good argument because that just basically screams I have no idea how that actually works. There's theories Leon was created by Umbrella. No, okay, that's stupid. Yeah, that's stupid. That's a very dumb theory. Leon created by Umbrella. Yeah, nah. Like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but I'm just telling it how it is. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you have to look at this from a story point of view. As things progress and as things get on, like again, just to hammer the point home, if someone's been doing this for years and years, they're not gonna really expect the unexpected or they're not gonna be fazed by the unexpected because they've been hit with so many unexpected things in their life. It's just, like I said, the survival horror aspect of it. Because, well, yes, the survival aspect is managing resources and being able to survive in the environment. But you've also got to look at the horror side. The only thing that's horror or horrific is... what? The zombies? It makes sense somewhat. What? That they would be in a survival horror aspect? No. No. Because again, you have to ask yourself, why would they care about ammo if they're already powerful enough to not even need to worry about that? Wouldn't shock me if someone would secretly... Nah, that theory is stupid. It after all, it's a theory, but it's a very stupid one. He might have been an orphan, but... there would have been stories about it just like Grace. And Grace is a lot younger than... oh, actually, that would have been... And not to mention, we did see in Resident Evil Requiem that they tried to make clones as well, and they didn't really go well. So, yeah, like I said, it doesn't really add up. Alright, let me see. I'm gonna try and level up as much as I can, actually.
There's an enemy here.
Oh shit show. No, you don't. And you left yourself open. Oh, I can't do it like that. Did the chat freeze again? Nope. But yeah, like I said, I think Resident Evil Requiem, I think they did a good job with introducing a new character, and they still have the survival element. At least for Grace. And like I said, I think that's fine, because and more clearly I know why they did it that way to make another game. Yeah, Capcom does like milking it, but that's not really the reason why they would have done it like that. I mean, yeah, that might have been like some of the planning. The other thing as well is sometimes in development, sometimes you only have a certain amount of time.
Ku, there's an enemy.
Too good, bro. But yeah, like I said, they've already passed on. Yeah. Oh, nice. But yeah. I'm just trying to think, what other games came? I mean, to be fair, you excited any for Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC? Not really. Like, it sounds good, but at the same time, it's like they already fumbled with the game, so like I'm looking forward to when they actually add the things that they were supposed to on release, like multiple save files. And I can't remember the other stuff that they're adding, but they're actually optimizing the game finally. Cyberpunk treatment? Yeah, right. You'd be lucky.
Emma,
Kagura.
I've been asleep since we left Ogochi.
Yes, you were injured.
I see. So it was after that.
The direction of the voice is not good. Yeah.
He's gone. Why did you help him anyway?
I can't be sure. A voice spoke to me and told me not to kill it.
I see.
Also, I wanted to feel empathy. To try to know another's heart just a little.
I think I know what you mean, Kara.
Yes. I understand. Anyway, what are your plans for today?
We will take the biwa fruit we picked to the colony. Hopefully trade it for something nice before they go to waste.
A fine idea. And what if they ask about the pale malefacts?
I will make my report.
Telling them what exactly?
The same as always.
Well, I'd like to hear what you intend to say, all the same.
Fine. I pursued a pale malefact and eventually cornered it deep in the forest.
Go on.
As I was about to strike the killing blow, a mysterious voice emanated from the target. The target had been weakened with an arrow wound, so I took the opportunity and brought it home.
Emma.
I treated its wounds, and when I awoke the next morning...
Emma, listen to me.
What?
If you say that to anyone, you will face serious repercussions.
But that's what I need to report. The truth.
Why don't I just tell you what to say?
Fine.
I know the one that she's talking about. I just want to say this real quick. Oh, Marvel token? Hold on. Shit. I can't pronounce that last one. Tokon? Yeah, I think I did see that one. Let me have a look. Oh my god. The voice acting for that part, it just sounds like it just sounds like they're just reading the script, bro. But the thing is, like, the voice actors from this game also voice acted in... Holy smokes. That fighting game is 60 quid. Jesus. Alright. Yeah, that's quite expensive. Wait, is this a...
Stop right there. Shouldn't you be out hunting those malefacts?
Just say that you haven't been able to track them yet.
I'm yet to find them.
Then be gone. This is no place for the likes of you.
Show him the biwa fruit.
I found this.
That could prove useful. Fine. Head straight down until you find the apothecary. You'll have to go to him directly, since I can't leave the gate unattended.
Understood.
Don't you go any further into the colony. You hear?
I wouldn't say $60 is like a new standard. Give me a minute. Here's the reason why. It depends on what game you... It depends on what games you buy. Like, there's a game called Dragon Sword that's £26. And again, it's got nothing to do with whether it's indie or not. It just depends on the kind of game that you're buying. This game, Beast of Reincarnation, is 50 quid. How much is Crimson Desert actually? Crimson Desert is like 55 quid. Power World is 25. But again, you see, it varies game to game. Such a good game. Which one? Power World? Yeah. I'm trying to think. But yeah, it just depends on the kind of game that you're buying. Like, if you're buying a 2D side-scroller game, do you really think you're going to be paying £50 to £60 for a side-scroller? How much is this game? Yeah, but usually new big games are better. $60 to $70 now, occasionally 80. I wouldn't say they're better. Not anymore, they're not anyway. AAA games haven't been good for... I think AAA games have been struggling for the best part of like 10... about 6 years. Yeah, I think Nintendo started it, but at the end of the day, I think what you're gonna find is they'll probably end up putting the price down sooner or later. Because I'm not trying to be funny, indie games have been doing so much better now. It's not even close.
I'd say that went rather well, I think.
When you look at Megabonk, they ended up making
Is this all we have again?
tons of money.
I knew surviving in the colony would be impossible. Seems the capital's our best bet.
They say that in the capital, death refuses to claim souls. They simply slumber instead. It's during this celestial rest that they are invited to Shambhala, where they await their coming resurrection.
If you don't have an umbrella, you'll get wet here. The colony has leaks like this everywhere. I wonder if they'll ever get round to fixing them.
I rarely pay
What's a
like...
filthy stain doing here?
The only time that I pay
Apparently,
top money...
she's tasked with clearing the forest of dangerous golems.
Welcome.
Well, I mean, it depends.
What does a mangy stained like you want?
Oh, the names they call you. Sealer, Stained. I couldn't stand it, personally.
Quiet, Violet.
What are you muttering to yourself about?
Nothing. I came because I found some biwa fruit in the forest.
Oh, could be useful, I suppose.
How much can I get for one?
No more than 200, I'd say.
This swindler. If he were to buy this, he could simply plant it for an endless supply.
What should we do then?
There you go again. Hurry up and give me an answer.
Refuse his offer. It's preposterous.
I think I'll keep it.
Huh. No doubt for the best. Your stains probably rubbed off on it.
Well, guess we head home then.
Alright, where do we go now? Mafia old country, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Of course.
Can you not even manage a task so simple?
Who do you think feeds you? Who keeps you alive?
I'm sorry. I think that's the girl who brings you food. That was quite the admonishment she received. Perhaps she's one of the orphans sold to a golem.
An orphan. Just like me.
The colony is ruled by the golems. It is no simple thing for humans to survive in such a world.
Honored Sealer. Then... is this for me? I can't accept this. It's far too valuable. I must be getting back.
It seems I failed again.
Again?
The pale malefact also left us.
Indeed. While it might not have proceeded how you had hoped, I wouldn't say that you failed.
Maybe.
Come, let's return home. Another messenger golem?
One reason I take long breaks from gaming is because so many stuff feels so similar. See, it depends on the kind of games that you get. That's the problem. Like, bro, I can just play Skyrim all the time.
Honored Sealer, the colony calls upon you. There's been a rise in corrupted golems in Monument Square, and you are to dispatch them.
Understood.
I'm Kagura, by the way. I must thank you for earlier.
What do you mean?
You offered me the beaver fruit, so thank you.
But you didn't accept it. There's no need to thank me.
Still, I wanted to express my gratitude, regardless. Oh, Sealer.
Emma is fine.
Oh.
I prefer it.
Emma. This is the first time anyone at the colony's been nice to me. It's still a shock. I'm a little lost for words. It would be nice if we could talk again like this. I must go.
Her voice is a
Her
little
life
more
seems
mature.
devoid of any kindness. But enough musing. You have a duty to fulfill.
Cool. Never did I thought I'd play a mafia game that felt like Indiana Jones. Like I said, it's your
You
I
can take a
think
shortcut to Monument Square from the path on the cliffs above.
before you play any game, the Warriors, I want you to do something. Watch gameplay first before you buy it. See, this should have been at the beginning of the game. This doesn't make sense. Why would you do this now? We've been doing this all the time. We're playing in reverse order. What the hell? Why are you... Alright, Game Freak. I understand you've been making Pokemon for so long, you forgot how to make games. The beginning is where you teach your game. Not after we've been playing for like 4 hours. I don't want to see a tutorial 4 hours into the game, bro. When they're like, what are we doing? Some of these things have been written...
Those are the targets. What was that? It came from over there.
It came from over
I think
there.
it came from outside the colony. There's something by the old purification plant ahead.
Pressing W move. Don't. I have no idea why it's trying to teach me the game after all this time. It just doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I'm just bringing up the other chats real quick. There we go. How are you guys finding this game anyway? I think the dialogue is a bit on the mid side.
They bear the emblem of the capital. Look how many there are. What could they be doing?
Star Wars. I just realized, yeah.
Official summons. This doesn't bode well. Thus far, they've been content with the unofficial variety. I wonder what has changed.
You again. Just go through.
I've heard they've summoned the sealer.
But why?
They better update this game with, like, other costumes and stuff. Disney gonna be visiting them. Well, good luck, because Game Freak are backed by Nintendo, so that'll be funny to see. Imagine Nintendo versus Disney.
What on earth is happening here?
So you've come. Kneel before me, sealer.
Overseer Shuri.
The administrator has issued an edict to you directly. I shall project his image now. heed his words.
It'll be for the Battle of the Ages.
Edict to a filthy stain. What could the administrator possibly want with her?
My. To think you'd receive an edict.
What's an edict?
The administrator.
It's like he's really come down to be among us.
The capital still commands the mysteries of the ancients.
Sealer, I command you thus. Eliminate the beast of reincarnation.
I can't believe it! Surely it can't have risen again.
We're doomed. It'll leave no one alive.
Silence! The administrator speaks.
The great beast once appeared in our lands. It wrought destruction upon the capital and breathed the blight upon the world. Tis a pattern that repeats every 100 years. This undying creature returns. We know it as the beast of reincarnation. And so we stand at the genesis of yet another cycle. For what was once silent stirs again. Its presence grows stronger by the day. I expect it shall storm the capital before winter's end. Let there be no doubt. Humanity faces an eternal struggle. Yet, there lies a single hope. You. Normally, the different strains of the Blight cannot coexist, each competing for dominion until only one remains. However, you've shown the ability to carry multiple strains within you. And so I give you this command. Venture to every region and defeat the Nushi that reside there. Once you are done, you must then head to the capital and dispatch the beast. The blight you absorb from the Nushi shall make you our weapon, a blade that shall cut down our greatest adversary.
Are the administrator's words clear, Emma? You and our fleet of cleansewalkers are to depart for the capital tomorrow at dawn. You
At
have until then
dawn.
to make your preparations.
Surely not. You, against the beast of reincarnation. Can we even survive the forest itself? Who knows what awaits us out there? What is that?
Oh, here we go. And yeah, Nintendo did try to sue someone for a mod. But there's an issue with that. The guy that was modding, I think it was like Pokemon mods. I'll talk in a minute. A little less emotional, please.
Kagura. It would be nice if we
Kagura.
could talk again like this.
This way.
Kagura! By the way, the warriors, I was about to say Obi-Wan, not Obi-Wan. I'm joking. But yeah, the guy that got sued for modding Pokemon, I think it was into Power World. He put the mods behind the paywall and expected Nintendo to say, it's okay, you can do it. You have to be a little bit retarded to put Pokemon mods behind a paywall and not expect to get sued. I mean, that was kind of funny. And now we're gonna fight it because there's a big open area. Before Power World, they only ever sue someone if someone's making money off their content. Let me see. Yeah, no, they did end up suing people for modding, but there was like 3 major ones. And one of them was, one of them ended up doing jail time. Because they were selling hacked devices for the Switch and 3DS. I mean, that's stupid. Wake up. You're spilling. You're spilling. Connection to the head. What? Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. I'm guessing we gotta fight it. Well, it's Game Freak. They make every... I mean, it's in the name, innit? Even the achievement is weird.
Are you not injured?
I'm fine. I can still fight, thanks to Ku.
They're entangling. Just what are they?
Power of fluorescence. Does it see his memories?
Entangling with him seems to have awakened your powers.
Go for modern.
Stop being so stubborn and go down already. You'll get nowhere at this rate.
No, it was a hacking group. That sold circumvention devices for the Switch and 3DS.
That voice.
I mean...
It's almost as if I've heard it before.
You! Purifier! Get on, quickly!
So she's the vessel. Emma. The sealer.
While it's not how I envision it, at least the bird flies free. Finally it begins. The journey toward the beast. The stories of the stained. Now, give us your best show. Run along now, Emma. The capital awaits.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about I don't get Nintendo games anyway. I don't buy them. I don't even buy their consoles. My
I'm
brother's
sorry.
the only one.
I wasn't there to help you fight.
It's fine.
But...
It's fine.
Emma, are you really going to the capital?
Yes.
Yes, that is my mission.
This is... This is so painful.
Then... I want to go with you. You saved me, so... I want to help you too.
I decided to help you on my own. I don't expect anything in return.
Emma...
You're the kid working for the overseer of Ogochi, right? What's your name?
It's Kagura.
You do anything useful?
I can cook. And read a little.
Then you'll get to work as soon as you're able. You'll be in charge of cooking and cleaning.
So...
That's
that
a kid,
means-
bruv.
We're taking her with us.
Figure we don't have much choice. The guard fleet was wiped out at the colony, and they lacked the materials to rebuild. On this mission, our Cleansewalker is both our lifeboat and our base of operations. We'll take on anyone who can help look after it.
Really? Oh, thank you, Captain Brad.
All right, easy now. I'm no captain. Brad will do just fine. Just steer clear of the control room. Got it?
Okay. Wait. That means we'll be traveling together too. I won't let you down, Emma.
Jesus Christ. See, that's the only good point about this game, really, isn't it? Got a dog. Oh, bro, what? Oh, what's all of this? No, it is interesting, don't get me wrong. I just think that for the price, I think it could have been a bit better. But other than that, I mean, the game is... I think the game's fine. The voice acting lacks, but I mean... Swamp something. Cool idea, but I think this. So far, we got about 6 hours in the game. Like I said, I think this game is good. It's no Nier or Stellar Blade. but I think it's good. Like I said, I would kind of put it. It would have to be at the bottom of A tier. If I'm being completely honest with you guys. Unless
Oh,
they do like...
Tell me what you want to eat.
Ooh.
Should I make that?
Would interconnect.
I'm full.
GTA news just dropped. Yeah, it's gonna suck. I'm joking. The game is gonna suck balls. Let's see. What did they say? They're getting sued. Oh wow, and I'm joking. It will premiere on Netflix. I don't care, I'll wait until it comes out on YouTube. And if anything, I don't really care about GTA 6. Like, I'm sorry, but... this might be a hot take. I just don't care. Like... yeah, it's gonna be premiered on Netflix. I can't be bothered with that, bruv. We got Phantom Blade coming out next month. We have Gears of War E-Day coming out in 2 months' time. Is a movie. Imagine if it's just a GTA movie. So everyone pre-ordered this game and it's just gonna be a movie. I'm joking. That would suck. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna need a shower and I'm boiling. I'm probably gonna leave it there for today, but I will be playing Skyrim tomorrow. But yeah, I think just to give my take on this game for, at the moment, I'd say it's not a bad game so far. I'm still kind of enjoying it. Well, not kind of. I am enjoying it. I think it's pretty good. But have they shown any actual gameplay of GTA 6 yet? No. Yeah, and if it, do you know what? I gotta put all these in the freaking bin. But yeah, I think it's a good place to leave it. Actually, coming to think of it, because we got to go to that lair, and 27th of this month on Netflix apparently. Stupid if you ask me, but yeah. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit the like. Consider subscribing if you are new, and feel free to join the Discord. Discord link is down in the description below. Feel free to join, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I next go live. And feel free to follow me on whatever platform you're watching from. Cheers for tuning in, guys, and thank you for the support as always. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting going into like next month and even the month after. And like I said, GTA... Oh, actually, just before I go, I forgot. There was something I was supposed to say earlier. EA is getting privatized. Or they did get privatized. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. EA actually got bought. EA Games has just got bought for $55 billion. And they are now privatized. Do you know who's laughing at that? The person who sold the company. Is that good? Put it this way. I think they do get privatized. Let's just put it like this. There's going to be a lot of layoffs, I believe. Because basically EA is in a lot of debt. Very hands-on group, a very hands-on approach from the investment group. So they're gonna end up... Wow. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that actually means for EA. It could mean their days are numbered, or they'll actually get turned around. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. I have no idea. They showed GTA 6 on the week of that PlayStation blackout for a week. Let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest about the PlayStation thing. It'll probably happen for like maybe one day, where no one will... Maybe a few days. There'll be like barely anyone playing on the PlayStation Online or PlayStation Network. But I can guarantee you they'll give up maybe halfway through the week. I have no faith in them whatsoever, because here's the thing. When Helldivers had that problem that was going on, as soon as Sony put up on Twitter, we are reverting our decision, they still had They were the game was still banned from all sorts of regions, and then they continue to do that for their single player games as well. So yeah, I have no faith in it whatsoever. I don't know why they would bother. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow when I play Novus. Until then, take it easy and peace out. See you guys in the next one.